So in today's session, we're gonna learn the numbers. Hope you can see what I'm writing on my screen.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The numbers. What do you mean by the numbers? Like why we need to study the numbers? Tell me. No idea?
In
So
terms
basically,
of,
yeah.
sorry.
So basically we use, okay, that's fine. So we use the numbers to count the objects. Not only the objects, we can count anything with using the numbers, isn't it? Like you throw a party for tonight, right? And there are some certain numbers of people come to attend the party. They enjoy it. They make each another, right? And at the end of the session, you just need to count how many plates they have used. So what do you do? You just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 like that, isn't it? That is one of the what we can say the uses of the number. So numbers are basically to count the objects, right? Number one, count any objects. Count anything, not the object. This can be anything, right? Next could be to measure the distance, right? Where we use the numbers. For example, let's say point A and then point B. The distance between the point A point B, let's say the 5 centimeter. So here 5 is what? It's just a number, no matter whatever the units we have, but it's a number, isn't it? Right. So we can measure the distances, right? These could be number over there. So basically the use. So we have a broad categories of the numbers. Suppose we have a bag like that. Okay, this is the bag. It's called the bags of numbers. Bags of numbers, for example, right? So the numbers are basically called as the real numbers. Okay, and this is denoted as the bag. In the real number, we have all the kinds of number that you see around yourself, right? Like say 1, 3, 0.5, square root of 4, right? Square root of 3, pi, 1.31 bar, etc. All these types of numbers belongs to the real number, belongs to this bags. But how are we gonna differentiate, right? Which numbers are there, which kinds of numbers are there? For example, let's understand in a school, right? In a school, we have our classes like grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. Why we make the classes? Why we cannot put all the students in a playground and just start teaching single content to all of them students? Isn't it? It's gonna be very tough. For example, you went to a school and you want to find your brother and the sister. So how will you find that? You would say there are 1,000 to thousands of students. So out of 2,000, one will be your friend or the brother or sister. That's gonna be really tough, isn't it? Yes or no? Right? So, okay, so when you know, like your brother is in a grade 2, so you just directly go to the grade 2 and find your brothers because you know there is categories, right? So similarly, we have the categories for the students and for the number as well. With the help of that categories, we can recognize, oh, this is the rational number, this is irrational, integers, positive integers, negative integers, and so on. So depending upon their categories, we have just categorized all the numbers. So we have the real numbers first, right? And the real numbers are categorized into two broad categories, which is called the rational number, okay, and called irrational number. How you gonna differentiate what are the rational number and what are the irrational number? So there is very peculiar thing about the rational number. All the rational numbers can be represented as A over B, where B cannot be equals to 0. Okay, like 2 by 3, 1 by 5, 2 by 0. Would it be rational? No, it won't be the rational because Here b is equals to 0, but the condition to be a number rational where we cannot be equals to 0. So this is the rational, this is the rational, and the irrational, they are just opposite of the rational. So we can write like square root of 5, right? Pi, like that, 1.31031003100, like that, etc. So these are could be the irrational numbers. Okay, and the rational numbers are categorized another category. So let's write the rational numbers. Okay, and the rational numbers, you can see it called integers. It has integers, right? Integers. Then we have what? We have a whole numbers. Okay, then we have a natural numbers. These are the categories of the rational numbers. Okay, integers can be two categories also. The negative integers represented as z, positive integers, this is gonna be over here, and we have the symbols for that. The rational number represented, you can see the whole number is basically represented as the w, whereas the natural number is represented as the n. Integers are represented as basically the z. Real numbers are represented as the capital R. These are